One day I was running in cross-country practice and there was this homeless guy, and everyone I was running with got really freaked out and they were like, oh, we can't go over there, that guy's gonna hurt us or bother us or something. I don't remember what it was, but they were too scared to run by him, and so we had to go somewhere else. And I was just kind of like, why can't we run by this guy? And I just thought it was ridiculous. And so that just made me realize how misunderstood homeless people are and how underappreciated they are. I see people panhandling and all these cars driving by them. I see police officers hassling them, and it just made me realize that these people, they're people and they have stories, and I think everyone just assumes that they're these druggies or these alcoholics, and so I decided that I wanted to figure out their stories.
Invisible, because people, you start realizing people, they don't even see you when they're on the street. They walk past, you can just see their eyes just roll over you like the lamppost, and like you're nothing. And then you get the ones that look at you and there's like a look of disdain or contempt on their faces. My name is Harry.
My name is Chris Graves.
Robert Tyler.
Dennis M. Douglas.
Michaela, ma'am.
Rafael.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Rafael Renteria.
Frank Carrillo.
And I'm Donna Sunstella.
I went through a bad divorce a few years back, and I got depressed about Albuquerque. And I said, well, I'm going to leave the state, go to Louisiana, which is atrocious.
I couldn't find a job and my money ran out, and so I got evicted from my apartment. So.
I was living, technically before I came homeless, I was living with my father. And so after, I decided to leave because of what happened with me and my father didn't really get along.
Well, you see, everybody has their own choice, you know what I mean? My choice was that, you know what I mean? I didn't have any place to turn to, so my choice, you see, I'm homeless because that was my choice of being homeless.
Coming from a small town into the city and just all the poverty and difficulties surviving and just all that comes with that, the drug situation and the violence and the crime, I just didn't realize coming into a big city that came along with that,
So I came back here. Before I got here, I looked up the internet to see what would happen if I, for some reason, became homeless. And it happened.
Well, I was homeless on the streets for 2 years, and they got me to heading home like 6 months ago. But I still come here and I volunteer here, like doing showers and doing cleanup sometimes, helping unload stuff like that.
And I have head trauma and also disease. And I've been in and out of being homeless.
The truth is, a lot of it was being lazy. A lot of it was trying to be a fun party drunk. And I never did the shelters. I never did I was just paid for motels or hotels.
¿Quién te trajo para acá? Tú viniste yeah, he came by himself and he's homeless and he's trying to get his life together, you know what I mean? So he takes it day by day and whatever, you know what I mean?
Both of us are on the methadone maintenance.
Well, I don't know if we should say that. I don't really like to say that, but
No.
I don't really like to see it right away. They're going to say, well, that's why.
Well,
They
that's how
got
we-
another addiction. They can't pay for their...
Well, that's how
Well,
we start
yeah.
off our day.
Yeah.
I just wanted to drink and party. Not party, I party by myself. And the clubs, they know me, like the bartenders, the owners, all that.
Right now I'm still going I'm into healthcare for the homeless, and seeing someone getting medication and that for depression. I've been having problems with depression all my adult life. Well, sometimes you see people, like some of the people out on the streets are aren't the most stable sometimes. And then, you know, they'll like drink or do drugs that makes it a lot worse. And sometimes you see them freaking out.
And really, homeless people are beautiful, lovely people. They just need, everybody needs a second opportunity or an opportunity.
People, what they'll do is they don't want to carry this stuff. So they'll hide it somewhere during the day. And then they'll go around doing this stuff. They go back to get their stuff and it's gone. You know, and that wasn't me. I mean, I always had this huge backpack, a bunch of bags, carried it everywhere, so I always kept my stuff. But I was pretty lucky. I mean, the thing is getting a place to sleep is really keeping it secret and nobody knows where you sleep.
There's a lot of help if you choose to get it.
One thing it's weird, it's like it shows you how much you don't need in order to survive. You know, everyone has the houses with everything in it, and you realize after being on the street for a while, it's like you need some clothing and that's about it, and a place to get food. So, I mean, because I was sleeping outside, even in the wintertime, and it wasn't too bad. You got used to it as long as you had plenty of blankets, you know, it wasn't too bad.
It's not easy to be homeless. It's hard. It's a hard life. I mean, you get to meet all kinds of people and stuff. And it's pretty sad.
A lot of the cops are okay, but you get some, they just like busting your chops.
PD has always, I've always been harassed.
Well, they know a lot of people in this area drink and stuff like that, so they're always on the watch, you know, watching us. But a lot of times they just harass you for nothing.
It's B5 guys with Presbyterian police. They don't know where I come from. I'm at college. I need a telephone. They're very militaristic is the word. They've been known to jump people in South Central as a stereotype.
Oh yeah, I've been tackled. They've taken my purse. I've been in the system, out of the system. They've taken my money.
They have one. He claims he's banned me. He's a wannabe cop. You know, he jumped on me. He said, you need to leave the premises. And all I was using was telephone. This happened years ago.
People try to put you down too, like some places that won't even let you go in and use the bathroom or nothing like that.
It wasn't last summer, it was the summer before, where they blocked off Central. They have that summer party where they blocked off Central. Now, at the time, I was always hanging out in the breezeway. You know, I would just sit there reading. And because everyone was going through the breezeway to get to Civic Plaza, I had the bikes on cops, like 6 of them come up to me and tell me I have to move, even though I wasn't doing anything wrong, I was just reading. Because I guess they didn't want them seeing me sitting there with all my bags in it. But I mean, other than that, I mean, other people have had other problems, but some of them are their own worst enemy. Like they get really loud and they panhandle aggressively, like asking people, like really like getting in their face for money.
Homeless people are some of the most nicest, most open-minded people I've met, and they're completely willing to just tell you everything about themselves, tell you about their whole entire lives, which they're very open, and that's not like anyone else I've ever talked to. Homeless people will tell you anything because they have nothing to lose. My name is Sarena Whitten, and I'm 18 years old, and I want to tell the stories that no one else has heard.
Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Ooh, Lord, ain't my trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my trouble but God. Don't nobody know.